Hello everybody, my name is Boris and we are in business of explaining JETSON THOR, new mini computer which can be used in automotive and the robotics industry. And first thing that we will describe inside this video will be Ethernet connections on the mini PC, which is JETSON THOR. First of all, what can we see here? We can see one system on chip, which consists of CPU, GPU, uh, optical flow accelerators, and so on. This is everything inside this system on chip, and also you can notice that we have a cooler for that chip, like in comparison with the system on chips which are used in mobile phones and which are low consumption, which have a low consumption of energy and doesn't require active cooling. Also, that system on chip is on JETSON THOR module, and on that module you can find also LPDDR5X RAM, low power DDR5X DRAM, and that module with 699 pins is connected with a carrier board with connectors of different kinds on this side, and this is let's say brand new NVIDIA mini PC which have various applications and good characteristics for application in robotics and automatics. First thing we will describe in this video in the beginning, let's say, of this course of about JETSON THOR is Ethernet, and we have a RJ45 connector, classic connector, and also QSFP connector, which is a little bit unusual, but for the server systems and data centers it's a very usual connector for high speed data transfer. So it have two Ethernet connectors which can be used for different kind of applications. And in the next slide we can also see much more in detail. So here we can see again this connector. This is QSFP and this is RJ45, and the transfer rate for RJ45 in Ethernet is 5 gigabits per second, and for QSFP 28 gauge it's 4 times 25 gigabits per second, so it means 100 gigabits per second in total. So this one is 100 gigabits per second in total, and this one is 5 gigabits per second. Then we can describe other details, but it's not necessary for this video. We can continue with further explanation of Ethernet connections for this mini computer, and see the connectors. As you can see, QSFP port is shown here. This is carrier board, and the Ethernet connector RJ45 is given here. You can see also the plugins for that. This is classic RJ45 you watched many times and so many times before, and this is of course also QSFP28 connector for higher speed rate, and probably this is for the, let's say, much more serious connection than this one. So no occurrence of different kind of interference or bit loss or something like that. Also, you can see it's shielded and so on. So it's much more serious connector. It's obvious than this one. So it can provide very high speed rates through it. And also yeah, about the QSFP connectors, It's quite small form factor, pluggable. Basic concept is 4 times 1 gigabits per second, or 4 times 10 gigabits per second channels. So plus version is up to 40 gigabits. In our case, it's a QSFP28, which is up to 100 gigabits per second. So it means 4 times 25 gigabits per second, and it's 100 in total. And we mentioned maybe that in series about that data centers. This transfer rate for GBA or Ethernet internet interconnections, and also for InfiniBand. We mentioned that these speed rates of that data transfers on this connect on existing connections can reach 400 gigabits per second. And I think nowadays, which is probably could be seen in GTC convention 2026, I think it reached 800 gigabits per second, but we will check that later. I'm not sure about that, but I think there is some rates that are 800 gigabits per second, which is very fast, obviously. And also RJ45, our close friend, which is very known. So this is carrier board. This is one Ethernet port, and another. They are different kind. This is for the high speed rates, and this is for the common use, which can be visible at homes usually. And also we mentioned the model. We saw the model. On model there is a system on chip, and also, let's say, other features like LPDDR5X, which is low power DDR5. This is common in nowadays, even in new server concepts like Vera Rubin. It's present and used for the CPU or system memory. This one. And there is a power subsystem which have various parts, but for this purpose it's not interest of us. Also we explaining yes, 4 times 25 gigabit Ethernet. So you can see that it goes outward from the system on chip through the JETSON THOR module, on which is laid down this system on chip, and here there is interconnection with the carrier board, which is on the surrounding. And also classic Ethernet connection is going through the PCIe, and we will see in detail analysis of further of these two connections. One of these PCIe's actually is going toward the Ethernet port, so we will see in one of the next videos how it's going. So it is interconnection between system on chip, and after some cascade of let's say elements, we provide that to the RJ45 at the end of the mini computer. So I think this is enough for the introduction of JETSON THOR and the Ethernet on JETSON THOR, so we can see what's happening with other parts and how it's going, and how communication on Ethernet part is ongoing with different devices. So until next time, we can stop here.